Feast of the Forgotten. Mist coiled around the jagged peaks of the Eldermere Mountains, curling like fingers seeking to hold the world in place. The narrow valleys lay shrouded, each stone street glistening with dew, lanterns flickering like hesitant stars. The air was thick with a sweetness that carried a metallic tang, a scent that pricked the senses and whispered of something both alluring and wrong. Eldermere was a village untouched by time. Its people moved with an unnatural grace, faces unlined, laughter effortless, and eyes too bright for their years. No one aged. No one ever died. Lyra had come seeking refuge from the relentless march of her own world. She arrived just before the harvest moon, its silver glow spilling over cobbled streets and rivers that shimmered like quicksilver. The villagers welcomed her with polite smiles and invitations to the festival, their hands warm and unyielding. At first, it seemed a paradise. Children chasing each other, their laughter sweet and pure. Men playing chess with unerring precision. Women singing at open windows with voices unbroken by time. She felt drawn in, mesmerized by the perfection surrounding her. But perfection carries shadows. On her third night, curiosity led Lyra down a narrow alley behind the town square. The scent of iron pricked at her stomach, making her pulse stutter. She stumbled into a courtyard where the villagers had gathered, eyes lifted to the glowing harvest moon. In the center, an altar of black stone glimmered with crimson streaks that seemed almost alive. The air thrummed with anticipation. An elder woman emerged from the crowd, tall, thin, eyes glinting like shards of glass. "You're new," she said, voice melodic yet hollow. "Curious, aren't you?" Lyra nodded, breath caught in her throat. What is this?" "The Feast of the Forgotten," the woman replied. "Every harvest moon, we renew our pact. Our youth, our health, our immortality. It comes at a cost." She gestured toward bowls of dark, viscous liquid, which gleamed under the moonlight. "Blood. We give it willingly. One among us offers themselves to sustain the rest. And each year, someone forgets what it means to live outside this cycle." Lyra's stomach churned. She saw a young girl, pale and trembling, hand hovering above a chalice. Her lips parted to scream, yet the words faltered. The elder's eyes caught hers. "You may leave," she said softly. "But once you have seen the pact, it will follow you. You will never forget the hunger it demands." The wind picked up, rattling the lanterns and carrying a faint chorus of voices, murmurs that seemed to come from the stone beneath her feet. Rain began to fall in fine threads, washing over cobblestones and mixing with the crimson that streaked the altar. Yet the villagers remained serene, their skin unwrinkled, their laughter undimmed, as if the storm itself feared to touch them. Lyra's heart raced, torn between fascination and horror. She felt the pull of eternity, a dark, seductive promise of youth, strength, and escape from mortality. But from the shadows she glimpsed the truth. A figure kneeling, head bowed, hands drenched in the blood of sacrifice. The whispered pleas tugged at her conscience. "Remember me? Save me?" She stumbled backward, rain soaking her hair, lantern light refracting in her frantic eyes. I can't," she whispered, voice nearly lost to the rising chant. The elder smiled, almost kindly. "Then you will remember us forever." The wind howled through the mountains, carrying the lament of forgotten souls. Lyra fled through alleys, the scent of iron and rain clinging to her. Behind her, Eldermere shimmered under the harvest moon, flawless, terrible, eternal. Faces in windows followed her flight, mouths moving in silent song, eyes glowing faintly. The cadence of their presence pressed into her chest, a rhythm she would carry for the rest of her days. By the edge of the forest, she dared to look back. The village rested serene, untouched by time. Yet she knew it had already seen her, recognized her fear, measured her resolve. The harvest moon waned, but its echo lingered, a promise of inevitable return. And somewhere, in the mountains, the feast of the forgotten waited. Patient, eternal, and hungry. Rain fell like tears on the stone streets. Mist swirled in spirals around lanterns. Shadows shifted like breathing. And through it all, a whisper followed her into the dark. Step right into eternity and remember us forever.